Hey guys, welcome back to Let's Play Dark Cloud. I am ridiculously angry at this. I can't record in damn AVI format. So, as a result of this, I'm having to record in FMV, well, not FMV, WMV format, as that's the only other format this thing records in that my video processor can actually handle. And luckily, I picked up some stuff before we got in here, but I didn't think about getting more of them, more repair powders. I didn't think about that. So I'm going to try and avoid fighting those, if possible. We're on floor 6. I cut all that out because I was messing about with the capture card, trying to get it to do stuff, and AVI format just finally gave up on me because I guess it's just such a demanding format to record in. I'm concerned that I haven't run into any... Oh, okay, good. Whoa. Cave bat first. So... Well, that's brilliant. Okay. What's going on? I get to borrow my friend's PS3 for a week, which is pretty cool. The games I've been left with are Black Ops, Call of Duty, Bioshock 2 and Borderlands. I've just been playing Call of Duty mostly, to be honest, because, well, I'm looking to build up my experience as a COD player. And I've been doing really well today online, actually, considering I usually suck at COD. I usually get really bad scores. I often, you know, if you don't know what KD is, kill to death ratio, I usually get a negative kill to death ratio. I mean, sometimes I get a fair few kills, but it's balanced out by more deaths. And as it goes, at the moment, I've found that I'm getting very good kill to death ratios. I mean, there's also other like gun related, obviously gun related. What the hell am I talking about? I'm jumping the gun here. There's other like game modes that I've been playing. Like there's one called Gun Game, and that's basically the concept is you start off with like a pistol. It's a Magnum. It's quite powerful, but it's really inaccurate. So it's quite a hard start to the game. But as you go along, kind of you get more. You get where am I going with this? You get more. Okay, I've got a treasure chest key. You get like better weapons as you go along. Oh, that's not a great weapon, to be honest. A kitchen knife, but it will do once this weapon gets a bit low. It's a good idea to have backup weapons just like as buffers. I hate this enemy sometimes, especially when you're playing with lag. It's a bitch to get rid of. But anyway. What was I talking about? Yeah, and as you go along, the weapons kind of get better, but not necessarily easier to use. I mean, like, you start off with pistols, and then you like move on to shotguns, then small machine guns, assault rifles, light machine guns, in other words, the big heavy ones. And then after that, you move on to sniper rifles, and then your explosives. And you start off with the RPG, which has got to be the most impractical weapon on the entire game. Well, in the explosive category, you start off, that's like level 16 or something. You start using and then you get like grenade launcher, and then like the final two are like the special weapons, which are the crossbow with the explosive tip and the yes, awesome. And the ballistic knife, which is a knife that you fire out, which is an instant kill, but it's a really inaccurate weapon. Well, it fires in a straight line, but it's hard to aim it sometimes. So yeah, that's cool. I've been tearing up on that. With this Drann's Feather, I was just thinking, it seems to make it a lot easier to move around on this dungeon. Well, it just makes it a lot faster, I guess. So, yeah, get away. I'm going to try and keep this weapon. What I'm going to attempt to do is basically make I'm going to try and give every single character every single sort of positive weapon stat, if that's possible. I don't know if it's possible to get every single positive one. Like, basically there's like a counter. I haven't really explored that. This weapon has an ability called Quench, and weapon abilities obviously have an effect external or internal, I suppose, yeah, to them. So, for instance, this weapon basically stops me from getting thirsty. Well, it doesn't stop it, it just slows it down. It takes me longer to get thirsty. And then there's like the big bucks. And that is a really cool item which I'm going to be holding on to. Very cool item, very cool. No, there's no chest up there. The point of that item is, as I've told you, it's an attachment. It's a gemstone. They've all got different names, the gemstones. And this one's a garnet, so I can't get it up to the front. But this boosts attack by that 5, which is really good. Boosts Stonebreaker and Beastbuster by 10 each. And gives it 10 fire, which makes it a really cool item to have. I'm going to close my window. Yeah, it's been... because it's really breezy. When I say breezy, I mean it's really windy. I can't remember what my friend said. I think he said it was like up to 25 knots or something of wind, which is very, very high. And I don't know, I had the window open because my room keeps getting warm. I've got my radiator on, but the problem with my radiator is it's either really hot or just no heat coming through it whatsoever. So it's kind of, I have to deal with having the heat on and then just opening the window every now and again to let all the hot air out. And it's alright when I'm kind of sitting back on my bed or whatever. But, oh, see, now that's another cool one. I can't remember what it does, mind you. Let's find out. Dragon and Mage. And Ice. So that's pretty good. That's a pretty good one to have. Seeing as the sword I want to stick it on, you kind of need to eventually work with anyway. You need to basically boost everything up in the end. That kind of applies to nearly every single weapon though. Every single thing needs to be upgraded at some point or another. So it's a dog. Don't want to get involved with that. Anti-curse amulet. They're very useless. I probably will sell that. Make a bit of money out of... Yeah. I'm going to keep the ones I've got just as a precaution, but I probably won't ever use them. No, I never tend to use them. I prefer to heal them and then have a specific item on backup, but of course there's no one I can sell it to at the moment because the shop isn't open yet. So now what we're going to do is we're all going to go running back all the way to the exit. Oh, but I need to leave really, so I can get more repair powders. I'm hoping I can fix up Gaffer's buggy now. I do like to milk it as long as possible, but I don't know. Whatever. As fun as milking the mayor. Oh, that sounds so wrong. Whatever. I'm just going to drop that. So now I'm going to be surrounded by enemies again, which is not fun. So just leg it out of here. I'll just cut all this out, I think. Unless something funny happens, I guess. Okay, okay. Hey guys, we are back. Sorry about that. Just needed to get all that done. So I could have just gone like Nintendo Capture Sun and gone, okay, and we're back. But that's just not me, you know. Don't want to be stealing someone else's thunder. That's just plain wrong. So am I going to get another lecture now? Yeah. Look on his face. It's like. Oh, I've done all this. Fucking hell. So I'm just going to rush through... Oh, limited zones. Yeah, I'll explain that. There'll be a limited zone here, probably. I'll explain it for you. Because I'm just not interested in him at all right now. In fact, the look on my face is enough. Okay, so using weapons on this floor reduces abs. Basically, each limited zone... there's a couple of types of limited zones. There's this one. A type of limited zone where you can only use a very specific character, which isn't the main character, and ones where you get thirsty quicker. So, basically, I have no idea where I'm going with that, so I'm just going to stop talking. Oh yes, I remember this enemy. Tries to slow you down, and then if it gets too close, it belly flops you. And I have anti-goo amulet, so that's why it didn't. And now it's dead. And that's a ghost, which, if it hits you with that, it will curse you. And this is one of the first, like, projectile-based enemies, though. They do occur, sadly. I should tell you what I should do. Now it seems a bit crazy, but seeing as this is the weapon, I'm just going to basically be sort of borrowing. When I don't want to say borrowing. I didn't get another fucking repair powder. I'm an idiot. I got enough to repair all my weapons, but I didn't grab one to top me up. Never mind. I'm basically just going to be very careful with this weapon, as it's got gemstones on it, and if they break, well, if it breaks while the gemstones are on it, I won't get to keep them. And that's annoying because of the time system. Actually, yeah, there's a couple of interesting tricks I want to point out to you later on. If, like, for instance, if I get poisoned, I haven't got any way of healing. There are a couple of ways of getting rid of the poison status. That's cool. I wish I had that on the bone rapier. And there's a big chest over there, which I'm a bit cautious about opening because it might be a... Okay, it's just him. And so, I don't know, at this sort of point in the game I would often pick a small box, but I'm trying to see if I can get weapons. And obviously, sometimes gives you crap. Okay, so this is not the weapon we want to be using on him. I'm going to take those off now, because I'm just a bit worried about leaving them on. So then if I go back to my... no. If I go back to my bone rapier... Oh shit, I forgot about that. Frick frack. So I can't... This could be a bit of a pain. I might have to do this level off screen and just pick up all the... do I have any other offensive... I have those. That'll do. Yeah, so these guys are like example of a very defensive enemy. And sadly he did not drop what I wanted him to drop. I can fight the ghosts because they don't drain too much WHP, but I don't think that they drop the boss key, so this might be a bit of a wasted dungeon, I'm afraid. I'll pick up all the Atla and stuff. Okay, no more fighting. Yeah, I didn't think so. Okay, so no more fighting. I don't think my anti-goo thingy broke, so I'm going to get that back out. Next time I think I'll come in here with the bone rapier, which is much more powerful. Because I want to keep this kitchen knife, realistically. And it's not like you can't get them again later. In fact, they become available to buy later. But I just don't want to risk it. You know what I mean? And that beeping is going to... Ah, right, I think I can build up the cabin now. The old gaffer. And I think my house is ready as well, pretty much, except for one thingy which I get on the next floor. That beeping is going to become a real pain in the ass. I'm so sorry. There's not much I can do about it, really. I don't really want to mute everything. Stay away. Lamp. Yeah, I think I've definitely got what it takes to set up the old gaffer, so I might, you know, do some of that. And then I can stock up on repair powders. I don't just have to rely on having the one, because they do kind of make it so that it is possible to rely on sort of like the one weapon or the one repair powder. But that sort of after the next floor, it becomes really difficult. So if you don't have well, no, I don't want when I say that, an unlimited source, basically. Obviously, you have to pay for them, but you know, you just kind of need that, and then it kind of becomes a recurring theme that you need to be able to buy them, and it doesn't matter anyway. And my feather broke and disappeared. So that's a bit of a pain in the backside, but it's not too big of a deal. Sorry, shush. Oh crap, I don't, why did you let me run around? Why did you let me run around like that? It was foolish. Foolishness. So, now we definitely have what it takes. I could actually set up Claude's house if I wanted to, methinks. Yeah, I could. Paige's house. Paige is the little girl that almost got crushed. But I don't want to set her up just yet. I want to sort out the old gaffer first. To be honest, actually, it doesn't matter about him. Her even. What am I doing? Doesn't matter about her house yet because I haven't got all the characters. Right, okay. I don't really care. It's just because I know I've got the stuff. I've had the stuff for a while, and he doesn't give you anything. It's not cool. There's no cool event per se here. It's just kind of you walk up and the gaffer's doing it. That's the first time I've ever seen that. Normally, I see it. This is different. This is a really different cutscene. I've never seen this one before. Normally, like it says about Pike, normally he does do the work. Okay, so I've got a lot of stuff that I want to sell. Even though that particular item is actually, yeah, that item's useful, I'm going to keep that. So I now have a lot of money. So I'm going to stock up on some items. And then we'll just go crazy with... I want those. Standing powder, obviously, when my character is dead, that becomes more important, but until then. So now I'm just going to like go into here and do a bit of switching around. I might keep an amulet in there, actually. Anti-goo is just kind of... Poison seems to be alright to heal, but goo's a bit of a pain in the backside sometimes. So I'm just going to sell him my poison one. I'm going to keep the throbbing cherry because they're useful. And then I'm going to go mad with repair powders. And I'm going to repair all my weapons. That doesn't need to be repaired, neither does that. Okay, but I'm going to equip that for the next time I go into the dungeon and do that. I think that's all I wanted to do in this episode. In the next episode I will do some more Gearoma based stuff, and then I will... well, basically I'll have completed that floor, and then I'll do something in the dungeon which is kind of cool. Anyway, I'll see you next time.